Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Star Citizen. So guys, thank you so much for joining me for day 7 of the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. And day 7 is for a couple of different manufacturers. So that's Kruger, GreyCat, Argo, and Consolidated Outland. All four are very interesting, and there are some really nice ships here to look at. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start day 7. So I know these videos, these IAE videos aren't very popular on the channel. You guys seem to like more ship type videos. So I'll probably finish this IAE, but this will probably be the last IAE that I will cover the show floor like this, unless of course you guys want me to. Now let's go ahead and look at these ships here. So this is this is King Troll, I believe. This is the this is the Argo cargo, yeah. So yeah, this is King Troll, guys. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this thing won the next best start. What? I can't even speak. The next yeah, this thing finally remembered the name. This thing won the Best in Show competition. I was getting it confused with the Next Great Starship. The Next Great Starship from long time ago. Yeah, so this is the Argo Cargo. So the Argo Cargo is right now crowned the Best in Show ship. So if you have this, you'll get a Best in Show skin for the Argo Cargo, and I think either a backpack or something like that. I don't own one, and I don't intend to own one. And this thing is really cheap. It's like $30-something. So if you want one, it doesn't really do much at the moment because it doesn't have a quantum drive. Now I have a video out on this, flying it out when it won the Best in Show competition a couple of months ago. It doesn't really do much. This thing can't really do much now, but it will be useful later on. But of course, if you guys are just interested in having that, you know, very rare Best in Show skin, you can go ahead and pick that up. Moving on, here is Argo's cousin, the Argo MPVU personal transport, I believe. Yes, personal. So this thing, instead of a cargo pod, has jump seats or transport seats. So you can carry, seems like 8 troops, 8 people. So the Argo is designed to move stuff in between spaceships. Pretty much it's like an equivalent of a helicopter on an aircraft carrier. So the Argos are used to move stuff between Idrises and Javelins and stuff like that. Can't really recommend them because they're not really useful now, but I'm pretty sure they'll be useful once their full functionality is in game. And have a look at this ship. What is this ship? No one wants to know about this, right? All kidding aside, guys, this is the Argo Raft. So this thing just released. This thing pretty much just released. So just a couple of hours ago, this is a brand spanking new ship in Star Citizen. So this thing is fresh off the line and the factory line. And have a look at that cool orange paint. Yes, this is the Argo Raft. So a lot of people were going crazy with this thing on Spectrum, on Reddit, on YouTube. The rumors and the speculations were running rampant. They were absolutely off the charts. They were going crazy about what the Argo Raft is, what it can do, what it can't do. Speculation after speculation. So finally it's here. And and it's safe to say that this thing disappointed everybody. It pretty much let everybody down. So this thing is just a plain Jane cargo carrier. It can't do anything else apparently. It can just carry 96 SCU of cargo on the back of it like you see here. Now, I should have a video out on this by now. Either you guys should have already seen this or you're about to see it. So this thing, without going into too much detail because there's a video coming out, or you should have seen it by now, this thing can pretty much carry 332 SCU containers, cargo containers on the back, and that is it. It is a 2-person cargo transport ship, and it's pretty much on the same size as the Argo Mole. Now the Argo Mole is a really nice ship. Very nice ship, very cool ship that can, you know, mine. Now this thing has three size 2 mining laser arms, as you guys can see here with the cab and everything. This thing is really nice, really nice. I have a loaner for this. I don't own one, but because I have an Orion, this thing is a loaner. It's been given to me as a substitute for the Orion, and I can tell you guys, this thing is really useful. Even if you solo mine in this thing, you can still make a lot of profit. Definitely a ship recommended here by me, the Argo Mole. I recommend this thing 100% if you're interested in mining. This is the ship to go for. This is the next step up from the Prospector. This is the next step up from the Prospector. It has a bigger laser. It has more saddlebags here. So yeah, whatever you mine ends up in these saddlebags here. Now, just a segue. So I was, you know, without, you know, going into, you know, what I'm going to go through in the video already, if you guys have seen this, is that I was hoping that the raft could, you know, take some of these saddlebags, you know, take some of these saddlebags from the mole and transport them. I'm not sure if that's still planned or what, but yeah. And the Argo raft, I definitely recommend the Argo Mole. If you're interested in mining, get the Argo Mole. You won't be disappointed. It's a moneymaker. In game, it's definitely a moneymaker. But if you have friends, it's better. It's more, you know, more harmonious if you got 3 people. But you can still solo this thing. You can absolutely still solo this thing. I did it. I've done it many times, and it works. Now, moving on to the Argo raft. The Argo raft, it's a very cheap. I shouldn't say cheap in that way. I don't mean it in a derogatory term, but it's a very affordable ship. Everybody was expecting this thing to be around the $200, $250 mark, but considering how it can only carry 96 SCU of cargo, I think this thing costs like $110, and you can pick one up right now because it's you know, it's newly released. You can pick one up for like $95. For Warbond, you can pick up one of these ships for $95, and it can carry 96 SCU of cargo. So 96 SCU of cargo is similar to a Constellation. So this thing is in the same range cargo-wise to a Constellation, to a Freelancer Max, to something like even a Mercury Star Runner. So if you're interested in cargo, this thing might be a good pickup. This thing might be a good pickup, especially if you don't have a cargo ship already. This thing is actually really nice, and I like the look of it. That the whole orange paint looks so good. This is so industrial. So if you're interested in cargo, this is a 2-man ship. Of course, you can solo this. This thing is designed to be soloed. Let's just be honest, right? So if you want a solo ship that can carry 96 SCU of cargo, and it's at $95. I mean, this is great value for, you know, great value for money. But the one downside, before, you know, I ramble on too much about this thing, it can only carry cargo in its three boxes here, 3 containers here. These aren't necessarily D containers, but it will be able to pick up 3 containers of this size, if that makes sense, right? So this whole cargo arm bit isn't functional yet until the cargo refactor comes in. I think it comes in next year, sometime next year. So this thing will be useful. It'll be able to pick up cargo from the back of the whole series of ships as well. So yeah, it's a good ship. I recommend it if you're interested in cargo, if you want to start your cargo career. This thing is not bad, especially at the moment, $95 for 96 SCU, and this thing can only carry cargo, so none of the other nonsense. This isn't, you know, dual purpose or anything. So if you're just interested in cargo, this isn't too bad. Now, moving on, guys, moving on. All right, guys, welcome to the side haul. So, starting off in the middle right here is the Consolidated Outland's Nomad. The Nomad, guys. This, I already have a video out on this. I did a video long time ago when this thing came out. I think it is a year and a half ago or something like that, a year ago. So this is, in my opinion, if it's not the best starter ship, it is definitely the second best starter ship in this game. I have one myself. I have a lot of ships. I don't need a starter ship. I've been playing this game for a very long time, over 8 years, but I still have one of these, and it's super useful. This thing is super useful. So if you're, you know, throughout this whole Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, I've been talking about how you don't need to buy spaceships with real money. You can earn them in game. All you need is a starter ship with a game package, and then you can earn everything in game. Well, here is the starter ship. So this, in my opinion, this and the Avenger Titan, they're both great starter ships. They're amazing ships. Now, don't let the name starter ship, kind of devalue this thing in your mind. You're like, what is a starter ship? Is it crap? No. I mean, it has problems, right? It has the fuel problem where it consumes a lot of fuel, but all of that stuff will be addressed. This ship is amazing if you're just starting out in Star Citizen. Either this or the Avenger Titan. That's what I recommend, guys. So this thing allows you to do combat. It allows you to carry cargo. It has a bed. It has a lot of functionality inside the ship. This ship is very, very nice to fly. It is absolutely a pleasure to fly. I own one, and I will probably own one forever. I will probably keep it forever, and this thing is really nice. It's awesome. All I can say is awesome. So this thing and the Avenger Titan, I'm not sure which one is better than which. I'll probably go with the Avenger, but both are available with a game package. So that's all you need. That's really all you need. Moving on to the Mustangs. So Consolidated Outland, Mustang Delta. Now I'm going to be honest, guys, I haven't paid much attention to the Mustangs. And the Mustangs are really light fighters. This one especially, the Delta. This thing, I'm starting to get interested in this thing. I am looking for a light fighter. I might pick this one up. I mean, I already have a Gladius. I have a Gladius Pirate, which I can do a video on if you guys want me to. But I'm looking for a light fighter, and this thing might just be it. This is the Delta. This is the combat version of the Mustangs. So let me go ahead and climb into the cockpit, and I'll show you guys something really cool about this ship. There you go, guys. Now, if you're a subscriber to my old channel, if you know, I have an old channel that I cover a lot of flight sims, DCS in particular. This thing is the Star Citizen version of the F-16. It even has a sight stick. This is literally the carbon copy version of the F-16 cockpit. Have a look at this. This is so cool. I might pick one of these up. I really like it now. This thing has been in the game for such a long time, and I've never paid attention to it. This is like an F-16. This is a space F-16. Sight stick and all. So I might pick one up. If I do, I'll let you guys know. I'll do a video on it. But this thing is the combat version of the Mustang. Mustangs, really light maneuverable fighters. This one is the Alpha. So you guys are going to have to bear with me. I don't know what the Alpha does. Light freight. Okay, so this thing can carry some cargo. But honestly, guys, I wouldn't go for the Mustang if you're just starting out in the game. I'd go for the Nomad. I'd just go for the Nomad or the Avenger Titan, and you can't go wrong. But if you're looking for a nice fighter, a nice light fighter, the Delta might be it. The Delta might be pretty good. What is this one? This is the Pathfinder. So exploration, kind of, maybe. Now one of them has a bed. One of the Mustangs has a bed, so I think this might be the one. This might be the one with the bed. So the one with the bed obviously gives you more functionality, just like the Avenger. And this one is the Gamma, the racing one. So this one is the fast, zippy one. So in conclusion, I recommend the Nomad. So the Nomad is by far the best ship in here in the show floor. But if you're looking for a fighter, a light fighter, the Delta might be good. And I'm saying might be because I have no idea how it performs. I've never flown it. Alright guys, so welcome to the bottom floor, and here are two really special, really nice ground vehicles. Now these are the two ground vehicles that I can wholeheartedly go ahead and recommend to you guys. So these are the rock mining vehicles. So this thing is from GreyCat Industrial. So this is the first one that came out, the rock. I have one. I bought one when it came out on concept, and this one is the Rock DS, which I don't have. So both of these two ground vehicles are designed for ground mining, and let me tell you guys, these are super profitable. In fact, at some point, rock mining with this thing, was the most profitable thing to do in Star Citizen, in the alpha. So can't recommend these two ground vehicles enough. If you're looking for mining, if you're interested in mining, if you're interested in making Alpha UEC, I'm not sure why you wouldn't be. These two vehicles will make you tons and tons and tons of Alpha UEC at the moment. Really nice. But of course, if you don't want to spend real money on these vehicles, you can always earn them in game. And these are very, very cheap to pick up in game right now, like with in-game money. Very, very nice ship. Very, very, they're not ships, they're ground vehicles. Very profitable. Look at this thing. This is probably the first drivable, usable vehicle in Star Citizen. This thing was in the hangar module 8 years ago, and it was the only thing that you can drive in Star Citizen. So yeah, this thing is the oldest vehicle in Star Citizen. This guy right here. This is the, what is this? This is the buggy. This is the GreyCat buggy. It is super, super cheap to pick up, but I don't know why you would want one of those. Moving on. What's over here? Oh yeah, the P-52s and P-72s. So this is the P-72 Archimedes. This is the snub ship fighter that comes with the Constellation Phoenix. And this is the P-52 Merlin that comes with the normal Constellation Andromeda. So both are snub ships, just like the Argo. They don't have a quantum drive, so you're just, you know, very, very limited in what you can do. Do I recommend them? No, not really. Not really, guys. Moving on to the display halls. I think we can expect to see the Pioneer here. Yes, here is the Pioneer. So this thing is selling like hotcakes at the moment. Literally, when this thing came on sale just a couple of hours ago. Now this is one of those hull limited ships, so they limit the number of ships, the number of Pioneers that they sell. So just like the 890 Jump, just like the Kraken, this thing is very, very limited. And guys, I tell you not, this thing was finished and sold out within 2 minutes. Literally 2 minutes, even faster than the 890 Jump. This thing sold so quickly. Now you guys might be wondering, so Spectre, what the hell does this thing do, and why are people interested in buying it? This thing is a base builder. Yes, this thing builds ground structures. This thing builds space structures. This is a construction ship. This is a really nice construction ship. This thing can lay the foundations of a base, of pretty much anything. Now it's still in concept. It is still in its very, 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 very early concept. This thing is by no means ever near to releasing. So don't rush into thinking, oh, the Pioneer is going to be released and it's going to increase in price. I'm missing out. No, you're not going to. Alright guys, sorry about that. The recording just cut out. OBS just stopped recording. I think I was running out of hard drive space. So anyways, this thing is nowhere near releasing. So don't worry, calm down. This thing is nowhere near releasing. Base building is so far away. The initial version of base building that we're going to see is just going to be for NPCs. We're just going to see, you know, colonial outposts for NPCs, and that's even probably 12 to 15 months away. So I'm not sure why people are rushing to buy this thing. Base building is nowhere near. This ship is so far away. Like, literally, I don't see this ship releasing even in the next 5 years. It's that far away. But this is a base builder. This is a construction ship. It'll undoubtedly be very, very useful and very fun to own and operate. Moving on. What is this? Oh yes, this is another great Argo ship. So Argo makes some really useful ships. This is the Argo SRV. Yeah, this is the tugboat. This is a ship that is designed to basically act like a tow truck with a giant what do you call it? What is that thing called? Tractor beam. Yes. This thing has a giant tractor beam, guys. This thing has a massive tractor beam, and it can pull ships. It can move anything, pretty much. I think one of these can move a Cutlass. Two of them can move a Constellation. This is a tow truck. This is a tow truck, and if you have a large fleet, you definitely want one of these. If you're interested in you know, in industrial type of gameplay, get one of these. I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of work for you in the game when it releases. This thing will have so much gameplay. It will have so much work in game. You'll make a lot of money in this thing. You can just pull and tow, you know, ships. So Argo makes a lot of useful ships. They make a lot of really cool industrial type of ships. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. Sorry about that cut. I apologize. I think I ran out of hard disk memory, you know, hard drive space. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Day 7 of the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. Join me tomorrow for the Drake Defense Con. So tomorrow is the day of Drake. And of course, the day after that is MISC, where you guys can look forward to, I'm looking forward to seeing the MISC Odyssey. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys next time. Please take care, and bye-bye.